Good day. My name is Simon Dolan. I'm talking to you right now from Sade in Barcelona. Unfortunately, I cannot be with you in this important event that we have in Portugal. I will be in Canada, and for not taking the risk that some online presentation will have its technical difficulties, I decided just a day, 24 hours prior to my departure, to send you a very small message to this conference. With my heart, I'm with you, and I really regret that I cannot be with you. As you know, I am very close to the theme and to the theme of the conference, and also to the general denominator of the Organization for Sustainable Development. In fact, some of my personal friends are with you today, and I like to greet them. I like to greet my good friend, Belmira Davedo, and some of the other people that were kind enough to help us write the preface in the book that, if all goes well, we hope to have the inauguration in the beginning of November. As you know, in the last couple of years, I became a preacher. I became a preacher more than a scientist, and sometimes I forget to leave my scientist hat and I put my preacher hat, because I really believe that we can create a world of work that is better. I think that the work in the 21st century should be regarded in a different manner. I think that people that talk and they are concerned about sustainable development of organizations need to understand that in order for organization to be economically viable and to abide by the principle of sustainable development, one has to also to look at individuals, and one has to look at the issue of sustainable individuals in corporation. Help these individuals survive, or the title of the book that is coming in Portuguese, but I think the version that came out in English says it all. It said, A Corporate Guide to Living, Being Alive, and Making a Living in the 21st Century. The book is written for people like yourself. The book is not written in a language that only scientists can read. It's written to manager, to executive, people that can really make a difference. The book has basically a very important message, and the message is that we can create a culture in which people will not come to work. Actually, people can come to play. But playing and working will be equal. The message in this book is that nowadays the workforce that we are managing involve people that are much better, by far better educated, better prepared than in past generation. And to manage this kind of new workforce requires a different type of leadership and a different type of culture. So what I'm doing in this book, I'm talking a little bit about the principle, how the idea of managing by value was born, and it was born over 20 years ago, how it evolved over the years, how I invited a good friend of mine, Salvador Garcia, that is, by the way, he is a medical doctor, that abandoned medicine to become organizational development specialist, and together we look at the organization in a very peculiar way. We think that some organizations are healthy and our organizations are not healthy. In fact, we can sometimes find out some units within the organization that are healthier than others, or units that are sicker than others. Obviously, the medical paradigm doesn't apply here, because we're talking about other symptoms of sickness. And those symptoms are explained in the book. We talk about the triaxial model. We talk about the new culture. Talks about the symmetry between three axes that one and every organization need to think about the proportion of these axes. No doubt we don't create workplaces where people just going to be happy. We have to think about the pragmatic issues. We have to think about survival and how to make a living. But making a living is one thing. How do we get and how do we make living is another thing. And in the book we explain that the process, how to get to make a living is very important, and we talk about some social and some ethical principles that this sustainable organization for certainly will have to be concerned in the future. So already we talk about two axes. We talk about the economic axis, we talk about the social and the ethical axis, and the big innovation in this book is the emotional, the passion axis. We believe that when we create a culture of passion, people have no limit, people can excel. What makes the difference in the survival and in the success of companies in the 21st century is not for companies to be good, they have to be excellent. The book is addressed to people and to leaders like yourself that can maybe borrow some ideas how to develop the organization from being good to being excellent. Well, I won't reveal everything else that you can find in the book because I'd like you to read and to reflect. My presentation could be regarded only as an appetizer. I really thank you very much in this very busy agenda that you have, that you give me the opportunity to say a few words, and I hope very much to have the opportunity to meet many of you in one of my very frequent travels to Portugal. Thank you and have a fantastic meeting. Thank you very much.